I said it's getting outrageous. It's getting kind of, it's so outrageous right now. PBC announces a brand new deal with Amazon Prime. And somehow, some boxing fans and media, they seem to be mad about this news. That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Eat it. Now, I have not yet seen no like this before. PBC just signs a monstrous deal with Jeff Bezos' baby, Amazon. Amazon has reported 150 million to 200 million built-in subscribers because they've been around for a while, longer than people think, right? Everybody in America, not everybody, but a lot of people have Amazon. My folks have Amazon, I have Amazon, use it all the time, right? So you would think that everybody in boxing would be happy, but unfortunately that is not the case. So I gotta give you this ego thoughts. You're gonna get this work. One way or another, subscribe to the channel, you're gonna get this work when it comes to boxing news. This is great news, but you have people doing mental gymnastics trying to somehow be Debbie Downers and make it sound as if this is just appalling and terrible and destitute to fail. It's so funny because when DAZN Boxing, keep in mind, DAZN, they got a great card this weekend with Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. But when they first came out, circa, let's say 2017 or whatnot, when they first came out, DAZN was widely unheard of in America. I literally had never heard of DAZN in my lifetime until I started seeing familiar faces like Eddie Hearn in boxing come out and start advocating, because he was kind of the figurehead of DAZN at the moment. So for me, DAZN was something completely new. And the initial, I gave criticism to DAZN because of their initial mission statement. They were saying stuff like, we're paying Canelo all this money. You know, he got 365 million or whatever they said he was getting for 10 or 11 fights. And they didn't necessarily have the names for Canelo that would be blockbuster fights. And they were allowing Canelo, his very first fight. Make sure you guys thumb up the video, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. Canelo's very first fight with DAZN to usher in this new deal was Rocky Fielding. And I'm like, how's this gonna work? Paying Canelo $40 million or whatever. And I'm not saying it from a place of hate. Your boy Ego don't do that. But how do you justify paying 40, 45, 50 million for that type of fight? It didn't really make sense to me. So I had questions. They also came in the game saying that pay-per-view is dead and they're gonna rid the game of boxing of pay-per-views. Didn't really see how that was gonna work because I've been in boxing for several years now at the highest level, elite ego, and I just know how the game works. How do you justify paying Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis with no additional monies coming in, you know, and hoping people will gravitate to a brand new, pretty much a startup app? It has no grounds. And again, I get it. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, they all have humble beginnings where there was a point in time people didn't necessarily know what these apps were, but there's so, you know how many companies come out that never actually make it to the mainstream? You know, we do hear these success stories, but there's a lot of unsuccessful stories as well. So I had questions about DAZN, but again, being articulate, being the best in the business, and it's not even close, I let you know why I felt that way, right? But it's so funny to see, fast forward to the future, many years later, PBC, who's been in the game since 2015, putting on great fights, many deals. They've done deals with NBC, they've had deals with ESPN, Showtime, right? They've been on all the network, HBO, when HBO was around. Because even though it wasn't marqueed or it wasn't labeled PBC, it was still kind of PBC on HBO, right? So Al Haymon's been around the entertainment business, music, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Floyd Mayweather, all that, right? And the reality is he's putting on killer fights. And they've been around since 2015. So how are these people all of a sudden negative Nancy's when it comes to PBC, but they had no problem accepting any other new app, right? And coincidentally, Al Haymon being a black man from Cleveland, right? That's the one app, that's the one person, doesn't do any interviews. He has no real known like history of smut or anything on his name that we know of, other than people like Oscar De La Hoya or whoever bad-mouthing him, you know, or Bob Arum at one point said he might not even be real. He might be a ghost or a machine or something. I don't know what he said. He said something like that, right? And that's the guy we're supposed to come after and be mad at. But then Triller comes out and they have Oscar De La Hoya, who looks like he's inebriated at the very least, under some influence, and he's doing drunk podcasts. They got Snoop Dogg, Bow Wow, 9-4 plus 5 penny, add that shit, nigga. Hey, yo, Fort Cut, right? They got Snoop on the telecast. It's just out of control, like people yelling and stuff. Like the De La Hoya one was crazy on Triller. They had Evander Holyfield, he about 90, and he was fighting a UFC fighter. De La Hoya said he was making a comeback on Triller, and then the fight got canceled. Like, it was just crazy. And all these same people, especially the race media and the race fans, they accepted Triller and DAZN and all these things. But somehow, some way, the company that got 150 million subscribers that everybody has, I have Alexa right here, right now. I can start turning on music, all types of stuff. Prime Video. I order from Amazon. You guys, if you follow me on Instagram at BoxingEgo1, you guys would know I get packages like every day. So everybody uses these services. Some people in my area, we don't have the Amazon groceries, I don't think, but I know some people in other areas use it. They got Amazon pickup lockers in major grocery stores so you can pick up your packages. They have these Cyber Monday deals and Black Friday deals that everybody use. So everybody knows Amazon, everybody about Amazon. And then Al Haymon does this monster deal. And then you have people like, I don't know, I don't think this will work. Look what happened with Showtime. Not even willing to give it a chance. And I just find it funny. And we'll see. You know, at the end of the day, we'll see what the future holds. But it's just funny to see people all of a sudden pessimistic. Like this is, if you look at every, boxing has been on all these apps, all these streaming apps. And if you look at it, this is probably, I can't even say probably, it is to me the most exciting and biggest streaming app availability, with so many different like questions that could be answered and problems that could be solved. And they outline what they want to do, how many shows they want to do, shoulder programming, all that is outlined. Like ESPN Plus, they keep raising the ESPN Plus price, and their coverage of boxing is exclusive to Top Rank. And you know, they got some other, like, I don't know, college. They don't have like NBA and NFL, like all the games and stuff on the ESPN Plus app. Otherwise, that would probably be even bigger than it is now. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think. Will this PBC Amazon deal work out? I'm very optimistic. The haters, of course, aren't, because, and it's funny because you see the shapeshifters. I tell you, old media, the shapeshifters, this is what they always do. They say, oh, Amazon Prime would never do a deal with Al Haymon and PBC, and then he gets the deal done, and then they say, oh, this won't work. And they shapeshift to something else. It's uncanny. And I remember people back in the day saying that, oh, Amazon, they need to start working with DAZN, and DAZN needs to like partner with Amazon. And it was a good idea for DAZN, but then when it's PBC, the PBC haters are saying, oh, this was terrible, and boxing is it's sad that boxing's on the app. Like, what are we talking about? But they had no problem watching Canelo on DAZN versus Avni Pilgrim Eardrum. I love my job. Subscribe. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with a $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.